Okay, because I know you're going to ask. We've got this fifth degree polynomial because of this. I want the factored form of this. And the nice thing is I already know most of the factors. I got a -2 as one of my roots. I got a +1 as one of my roots. And I got a +5. I need to deal with those. I have a 5-compartment thing here. Okay, and then I have the, does that fit? Yeah. What is it? This will give me an x plus 2. Okay, and so I got to write it down: x to the 5th minus 5x to the 4th minus 5x cubed plus 25x squared plus 4x minus 20. Yes, it can get tedious. But I think the more you do it, the better you get at it, and it goes quickly. That times that is a 2x to the 4th. Together, that's going to give me this. Now that's kind of crazy because that's a +2, and there's a -5. So I need -7x to the 4th to be able to get me down to the -5. So this is -7x to the 3rd. That's a 14. That's a -14x to the 3rd. Together, what and, well, I got to go 9. 9x to the 3rd, because -14 plus 9 is going to still leave me at -5. Okay, so this is a +9x squared. It's going to give me an 18. An 18x squared. I'm 7 away from 25, so let's give me 7 more x squared, leaving me up here with a +7x. That and 2 is a 14x. If we multiply, and therefore I'm 10 short here, so 10x, this gives me a +10, a -10, sorry about that. Okay, always is good to pay attention there. I just caught myself before it spiraled out of control. So there's a -10 and a 2 gives me a -20, and the only reason I kind of stopped and saw that is because I needed this to be a negative. It was almost a positive. Okay, that being said now, we got to keep going. Okay, I'm going to now take the +1, which means I've got an x -1. I've got a 4-compartment container here. This answer up top now becomes what I put down here: x to the 4th minus 7x cubed plus 9x squared plus 7x minus 10. Okay, here's x to the 4th, the first item there. That means this is x to the 3rd. This is a -x to the 3rd. Together these, -6x to the 3rd and -1 give me my -7. So minus 6x squared. This is a +6x squared because the negative times a negative. Now I've got this and the other thing, 3x squared, give me my 9x squared. This and a +3x equals to -3x. That and a +10x is going to give me my +7. Plus 10 times -1 is a -10, and now again it works. One more time. I know, it's crazy, but we're going to do the same thing again. And so the last factor that I have here is the x -5, but we only have 3 compartments left at this point, and then we're done. Just this one last thing here. So this up here is what goes down here. X to the 3rd minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 10. Here's my x cubed. There's my x squared. -5x squared. And something, give me a -6. It's going to be a -1x squared. This is a -1x. That is a +5x. That, if I take away a 2x, I'll have a 3x, leaving me with a -2 up here, leaving me with a +10 down here. Again, it works. That still is not done, but it does get me to this point here where now I have x squared minus 1x minus 2, which can be factored. And that, x minus 2, x plus 1, if I set it equal to 0, I have my last two roots. One is going to be a +2. That's the one we don't see right there. The other one's going to be a -1, which is the one that we don't see there. Again, you can see that I can clearly not just guess because of the way it looks, because that does not look like a -1 if that's a -2. Anywho, factored form, I've got an x plus 2 based on that. I've got an x minus 1 based on that. X minus 5, X minus 2, and finally the last guy, X plus 1.